All of us came to this life carrying a backpack. But while we journey, it is what we put inside this backpack that matters. If I ask you now to look at your backpack and begin to think the things you have inside your backpack, it will amaze you that it is what you're carrying that has been throwing you backward. And you're ignorant of it, you are not aware of it, and you also carried it to Pantech, and it has become a very big problem for you. And now you've carried the yoke, you carried the burden. And each time you go to God in prayers, you pray and you won't allow Him remove the burden because you're still holding those unnecessary things. And now we're going to imagine as a team the different backpacks. Why you see some team members doing well and some team members are not doing well. If this bag is filled, we cannot put anything inside of it. But when it's empty, then it can contain some things. And now the first thing we are putting inside this bag is trust, which is one of the biggest challenges we are having. That unshakable belief that your teammates have your back and that you have theirs. Will you do your part when it comes to things that concern me? Will I be honest with you and will you be honest with me? If the answer is no, we begin to build it again. The other one we're picking is humility. Humility is the willingness to admit you don't know something or you don't know everything. And you're ready to learn from anyone, no matter the title, no matter the position. Some of us in leadership positions feels that we know it all. So we are not humble to learn. We're not humble to learn from our team members. We're not humble to learn from the least person. Not knowing that it is that least person that understands the business. That's the person on ground that understands what is happening. That can tell you, Oga, team leader, supervisor, this is what I've seen that is going on. You can do it this way and you can get better. But we are not humble enough. That's how ordinary people become extraordinary people. Now, resilience. Some of us will fail several times, but we are still standing. But some will fail and fell out. Ability to fall down, learn from your mistakes, stand up, take corrections, and make the next move. You've been trying to learn and it's difficult. Don't quit, don't give up. Keep learning. So resilience, we'll carry our resilience, good for perfect. Now, proactiveness is the habit of seeing a problem and fixing it before being asked. Proactiveness is you're doing what you should do when you've not been asked to do it, and you do what is right. And in that, you're carrying extra tools because you know you're working as a team. So in case your brother don't do it well, you go help her. Now, accountability. This one, most of us have found one, and sometimes we want to hold you accountable. You think, Oga is me. Oga doesn't love me again. What is happening to Oga? Because we want to hold you accountable. So accountability is that deep understanding that your work is your responsibility from the beginning to the end. If I say we're showing up by this time, we'll show up by this time. If you say we're doing this particular thing and these are the results we're looking for, we do it and get the exact results. No excuses. Accountability is when we ask you to do something and you do it to the letter and you're not coming back to give us excuses. So while you're proactive, you should also be accountable. Now we have empathy. Sometimes we look at ourselves and we don't look at our team members. Before you judge your team member, try to be in his shoe, try to be in her position. The ability to see things from your teammates' point of view and understand their struggles. It's only when you understand their struggles that you can help them. If you don't understand their struggles, will you help them? You'll be judging them because you don't know what they're passing through. And I know we have demonstrated empathy in this business, isn't it? Before you condemn that team member, before you condemn your supervisor, before you condemn your CEO, be in his shoes. This one is scarce commodity. This age, people want things as fast as possible. They don't know anything you get as fast as possible will not last. Patience. I'll say is that calmness to know that big and important things take time, and a good journey is not always a fast one. If it is fast, you won't have any story to tell. Patience, they say, is a virtue. Sometimes we are sowing our seeds, but at the point, one challenge or the other will come. Instead of us to calm down and remove the weeds, what do? We run away because we are not patient enough to calm down and remove the weeds to enable us have our harvest. And that's what happened to most of us. You're putting in your best now, you're committed, you're dedicated, doing all the necessary things to make you succeed. But at the point of one challenge to move you to the next level, you won't be patient enough. to endure. What do? You quit. Instead of calming down, what is the problem? What is the challenge? What can I do different? You negotiate because you are aware that you've sown your seed and your eyes are on the harvest. You must reap the fruit. Some of us want quick money. The young guys now, they want to ride the kind of cars and ride it. But when you tell them you've put in more than 25 years of work, if you ask them to put that 25 years, they will say to fear. If you tell them I served boss over 12 years, ask them to serve a boss for 12 years, they will say what? Never. Now, I love this one so much. Curiosity. If you're not curious in life, we go nowhere. And we say, is that eagerness to ask why? Why are we coming here every Monday? Why are we doing what we do here? How can we do this thing better? This work that I'm doing as a technician, how can I become the best? What can I do differently? I'm a presenter. What can I do differently that can distinguish me? That's curiosity. You're asking what? Questions. And once you're asking questions, answers will be coming. So it's just that constant desire to improve yourself, constant desire to learn. So at any point in time, you're learning something new. Focus. If you're not disciplined to stay on the path, if you're not disciplined to focus on one thing, do it so well that you know you're so good at it, to begin to be a problem. You need to avoid distractions. Always learn to retract and focus. If from today, you can say out of all I've said today, that you're going to pick 5, you're going to carry consistently before the end of this year. If you don't change, if you don't become a better person, if people don't start talking about you, then don't believe any other thing I will tell you.